Okay, we are live. I've got that song in my head. They not like us. They not like us. What is going on, you guys? We are live in my kitchen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My computer is balancing on 2 canning jars. So let us pray that it doesn't collapse and shatter on the Sotillo tile floor, which I've mastered, by the way. I have mastered cleaning a floor after almost 3 years. I have well, I'm lying. Wow, TikTok has a great view. I better get some followers. This is a really good view. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Andrea Cox here, intuitive healer, holistic wellness coach, former celebrity chef, which is why we are in the kitchen today. I am going to make a salad out of virtually nothing. So do me a favor, as you do come on this live, let me check something out real quick. Tell me if you can see me and hear me in the comments section. That would be most appreciated. Let me know where you're tuning in from, city, state, and country. Okay, hang on. Sorry, you guys, I'm having a little phone trouble. I am going to make a really quick and easy recipe for all of you that involves what I have in my fridge. So basically what I have, and it's scantily clad, the fridge. I had a Whole Foods delivery yesterday, and welcome, 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 Sarah. How are you? In the kitchen. Okay, so before we get started, I have a couple quick announcements. So everything has been going astronomically well in my life, and new level, new devils. If you are going to report this video or any of my videos, I will take legal action against you. I have to say that in the beginning of this video because that has been happening once again. I put an end to it for a long time. Welcome, Cheryl. Big hug from Lewis Maverick and I. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Hit the share button on this video. So I do have to say, I take my business very seriously. My social media is linked to my business. Therefore, if you do report my videos for no apparent reason and we see a progression of that, whether you hire someone to do it or whether you're doing it yourself, we will investigate it with a forensics expert and get to the bottom of it, and I will take legal action. I've taken legal action in the past, and I will not hesitate to do it again. So I have to say that before I get started. It's really sad that I actually have to address it, but I'm going to address it for the next few videos right in the beginning because I take my position, I take my job as a leader, a speaker, an educator, a healer very, very seriously. Okay, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time on that childishness, right? So before we get started, I cannot thank you enough for the love and outpouring respect you gave to Lewis. He is doing fine. He is being treated for an inner ear infection organically, holistically, and he's being treated for a urinary tract infection, which I'm not sure that he has, but you know. So he is doing well, and I am so grateful to have had him for 24 years. He's going to be 25, I believe, in August. We don't know his exact birthday. We just know that he's older than my nephew, who's going to be 21. So thank you for all the love. He's right down here at my feet along with Maverick. Also, so blessed and grateful to have appeared in 6 different magazine publications, completely organically, paid for no press whatsoever since the beginning of the year. Glamour, LA, Hollywood Magazine, New York Weekly, Wellness Magazine, and I'm excited to announce that I have another magazine cover coming out on May 12th super exciting. A lot of people I really look up to, like David Wolf has been on the cover of this magazine. I'll also be writing a monthly article for them. So I am so excited. Now, just felt like heat come into the room, like a bunch of heat. Interesting. Wonder who just popped on my video. So the lessons of the Mystical Muse and Eat Right for Your Zodiac are in a bundle package right now. I will list them in the comments section below. If you are watching this on TikTok or on Instagram, then the link is in my bio. Welcome, Flawless Living. We need to get together. You're in Phoenix. You need to get together with my friend Kelly as well. We need to have a conversation. Check out Flawless Living if you are on here on Instagram. Okay, so here's what I thought I would do. My hands are clean. I was cleaning up the yard today. I had to fill up the jacuzzi and pick up all the dookie and from the dogs and just kind of organize and water the garden. So I took a shower, I washed my hands. My hands are my greatest tools. I am basically going to teach you how to make 2 salads out of just leftovers you have in your fridge. Now, why are salads so important? Well, the roughage from salads, if you eat cooked food still, which I occasionally eat cooked food as well, it acts as a bulletproof vest for the cooked food, the animal products you eat, right? So say you still are eating chicken, fish, and eggs, which I don't recommend, but if you are, a lot of people do, the salad going down first, by eating the raw food first, it's like a buffer for the system, right? So not all of us can get all our fruits and vegetables in per day. That's why I recommend Juice Plus. You can message me for that. But if we eat one big organic salad a day, we can meet at least half of our vegetable requirements. So I'm going to set these aside. I literally pulled out what I have in my fridge. I have not been able to leave Lewis, so I've been having food delivered, but now I got a bassinet for him, so I'm able to leave. So I have some green leaf lettuce. I have 1 big carrot. I have half an avocado. I have Shinto kimchi, which is my favorite. I have some tomatoes over there. I've got some baby beets, some jackfruit, some arugula, and some rainbow mix microgreens. I usually grow my own sprouts in microgreens, but again, Lewis has been quite the boy lately. So let's see here. I'm gonna grab this. And I'm actually going to start by just taking the lettuce. I already washed it. I'm going to put down a towel. I usually have a clear mat I put on here. I put it on there. And I'm just going to kind of bunch it. And this is the roughage. Lettuce is actually excellent for anxiety. If you juice romaine lettuce, that's an excellent item to juice if you suffer from anxiety. So we're going to put everything in this big bowl as far as greens go, and then we're going to separate it. I'm going to take the rest of the rainbow mix that I have of the microgreens. I'm going to make sure they're not moldy because microgreens get moldy very quickly. Microgreens are a big C preventative. I can't say the word on here. Also, all sprouts are a big C preventative. So anytime you utilize sprouts in your salad, it's a really healthy thing. I'm going to do a handful of arugula. So we're trying to get and this is pre-washed, we're trying to get the 5 tastes going, which are bitter. We're going to have sweet. So this is the bitter. The arugula is bitter. It's excellent for the liver. Now, I happen to have some dates, but I also have beets. Now, I'm going to wait to add these. Why? Can anyone guess why I'm going to wait to add these? La, 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 la. I'm a natural hygienist. I want a food combine properly, right? So beets, when they are in their raw form, are actually considered a vegetable. But once you cooked beets, and I have organic beets here, that are packaged like this and they are cooked and they are organic, once you cook them, it changes the molecular structure and it changes it into a carbohydrate. So the same goes for squash, potatoes, corn. Corn raw in a salad can go with fruit, it can go with avocado, it can go with beets, but once you cook the corn, it can no longer go with dates, it can no longer go with fruit. Why? Because it changes the molecular structure from a vegetable to a carbohydrate, so we want to avoid that. So we've got this going here. I'm going to take this carrot and I'm just going to go ahead and shave it, right? We're just going to shave the carrot on there like that. Went to the Cox Culinary School of how not to cut yourself. That's what I tell people. Now, I remember when I was living in San Diego and I was making the food for a Tony Award-winning playwright. He was an amazing person. He put on a great play called Spring Awakening. I had to wear 3 pair of gloves. 3. He's my friend on here, so I hope he doesn't see this. Because he was meticulous about his food, and it was very admirable. It was very admirable. It made me much more aware of my food. Hi, Maria, your food's looking great. Okay. So already we have color. We want to eat the rainbow, right? So we've already got some great color in there. Now, I'm just gonna chop. Got in 50 minutes of cardio today. Took the dogs in the stroller, wrapped Maverick around my waist 500 times because he likes to chase lizards and anything that moves. So luckily today he didn't drag me across the pavement, right? So we've got carrot, we've got arugula for bitterness, we've got some green leaf lettuce. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate the two. So I have some chopped dates and hemp seeds in here, right? So we're gonna make this one more of a sweet salad and we're gonna make the other one more savory. So I'm gonna get something real quick. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Let me get a little good stuff over here to make our food taste yummy. Let's get some good stuff. Okay. So for you guys, my dogs are kind of under me. So for the sweet one with the dates, I'm going to first take some onion salt. Love it. My favorite. This is literally my favorite condiment from Trader Joe's. Yes, I'm using my hands because guess who's eating this? I am. I have a massage at a place called Canyon Ranch. And the last time I got a massage there, there's a guy that is, let's just say he's gifted. He's got magic hands. Last time I got a massage there, I decided to stay and eat a salad. And the salad was like 80 bucks. You guys, I swear to God. I was like, yeah, I think I'll bring one next time. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of, let me get, because I know a lot of you are gonna be like, you used your hands. So here, for all of you who are Virgos, I'm gonna take some of this and I'm gonna put it in with the dates. Now, I'm gonna kind of just now this would be excellent on its own because it's properly food combined. So we have dates, we have hemp seeds, so you can do a little hemp seeds with your fruit. We've got arugula, we've got carrot, we've got green leaf lettuce, and I would not put any oil on here. In fact, the only thing I would do would probably be to squeeze some lemon on top of this, and I would be done. Now, if I wanted to get really fancy and I was really hungry, I would take some barbecue jackfruit. You can make it yourself. This is from the Jackfruit Company. And and the only reason I have it is because it was sent to me. I like making my own nowadays. I would put a little jackfruit on the side. So that is a perfectly combined food meal right here. You've got dates, you've got hemp seeds, you've got greens to help it digest. You don't need any oil clogging your system. No, 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 my friend. Now, the second salad, isn't that beautiful? I mean, just look. It's so pretty. Sorry, I always forget about Instagram. I'm like so into Facebook and YouTube. If you're not subscribed to YouTube, Andrea Cox TV for health and wellness, The Detox Intuitive for intuitive guidance. So that's the first salad. So hang on, I'm gonna put this in here like so. And we're gonna move on to the second one. So for the second one, we're gonna make a dressing, but again, we're not gonna use any oil. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the fat of an avocado. Why? Because overt fats really aren't where it's at, folks. By the way, you can save your avocado seed. You can put a little rubbing alcohol. You can cut them up. Rubbing alcohol, I need to do a video on this, in a spray bottle. It's excellent if you have any aches and pains, arthritis. A lot of people spray it on their hands. It's got something in the pit that's really healthy. I'll do a video on that. Comment below if you want me to do a video on that. Okay, so we're going to make a salad dressing. Okay, this avocado's seen better days. It's been in the fridge a few days, but it's still good. So this is a whole fat, right? An overt fat is when we actually take an avocado and we squeeze it and make avocado oil or olive oil or coconut oil. And everybody's like, oh, but coconut oil's healthy. Hemp oil's healthy. Avocado oil's healthy. Olive oil, oh, it's healthy. Not necessarily. What's healthy is if you actually eat the food, if you eat the olives, if you eat the avocado, if you eat the hemp seeds, if you eat the coconut meat. That's actually much healthier, believe it or not. Oils tend to bloat us. Do I avoid oils completely? Absolutely not. If I am cooking something, I will use coconut oil. If you are not vegan, ghee, whatever you're fancy, right? Lard, my grandmother, she cooked with lard, and studies show now, excellent for the brain. Personally, I'm vegan, but okay, so we want to do that like so. Now we're gonna take, this is the one we're gonna pair with the beets. So this is basically food combining 101. We're gonna take the garlic powder. Generous with the garlic powder, it kills parasites, love it. We're gonna take the rest of the kimchi I have. Literally, we're gonna dump it in there. Love Cinto's kimchi, Cinto's. Okay, because I absolutely love you. We're gonna take the rest of, okay, my phone is sitting on this. I hope it doesn't fall. It's gonna fall, so here's what hi. Thank you for following on TikTok. Looks like we've gotten, Jesus, do we really have, is that 700 people in there? 2,900 views. Thank you on TikTok. Okay, so we're gonna take these tomatoes. I'm just gonna dump it real quick, so I'm gonna lose TikTok for about a minute. And we're just gonna put the juice of that, we're gonna set this setup back up, of that kimchi in there, and look at that. We're all ready for those beets to go on the side. So what I would pair with this is a baked starch. Why? Because we have avocado in it. Avocado is a fat, and fat pairs, hey, fat, sorry, I'm into TikTok because I don't know how I grew over there. It was completely, I don't know how I grew anywhere, especially with all the disturbance, the outward disturbance that was thrown my way. So, I'm gonna pair these beets. I'm not gonna open it until after I get home from my massage, but I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna do ever so slightly a little bit of organic balsamic. I don't need a lot, just a tad. literally like maybe a tablespoon, that's it. I don't like to do a lot of vinegars. Usually I'll just do Bragg's apple cider, but I like it when I have something like bitter, like arugula. It just kind of balances the taste. Now for the sweet is gonna come from the beets. Beets are actually very, very sweet. So yeah, so perfectly food combined meals. Why do we food combine? Because it makes everything go through the body much, much easier. Welcome, Marius. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Welcome, Jeffrey. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Ted, tell us where you're tuning in from. Jonathan, hello. Phil, tell us where you're tuning in from. Ron, tell us where you're tuning in from. Maria, Cheryl, Sarah, everybody tell me where you're tuning in from. So basically, this is Food Combining 101. We have a carbohydrate meal, which is beets, some greens, some tomatoes, some carrots, some avocado. We've got a second meal that was the dates, the greens, the hemp seeds. So you notice we have a little fat in every meal. We're not like going fat-free over here. No one's going fat-free. But, you know, you guys, you can't tell because I've got a huge dress on. I stay between a 0 and a 2. I've stayed this size for probably since 2005 on a Living Foods lifestyle. I had 20 of these tangerines right before I came on here. I had 32 ounces of watermelon lime juice before that. I have energy, and the energy comes not from stimulants, not from monster drinks, not from drugs or alcohol. The energy comes from the pure food I eat. Also the hair growth. A lot of you commented on my hair the other day. I curled it today so it kinks it up about like literally my hair is down to here. When I do not curl it, it like stretches down, but it's, you know, my hair. So eating this way, eating a pure Living Foods lifestyle has its benefits. It has its benefits on the skin. It has its benefits when you work out and you actually feel energized. It has its benefits when you're dealing with stress and you're able to deal with stress more. So try food combining. Even if you're not vegan, you don't need to be vegan. I was a fitness model for years. I ate a high protein diet. I used to eat 6 meals a day. No one needs to eat 6 meals a day. No one needs, what are you growling at? No one needs to eat 3 solid meals a day. People need to eat 1 liquid meal and 2 solid meals a day. It literally, the ease on your digestion will be vast. Okay, someone wants to say bye. Say bye-byes. Oh, say bye-byes. Oh, say bye-bye. You haven't been on here in a long time. Oh, say bye-byes. It's a good boy. And let's see if we can get Lewis. I have to pick something up with him. Let me see here. Some of you don't even believe me. He's here. He's here. Let's see if we can get Lewis. Okay, if he growls at me, I'm not picking. He's kind of moody. Hi, baby. And here's Lewis. There's Lewis. Come on. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. 24 years, you guys. That's a long time. He is definitely my baby. And I am writing a book called, I'm not going to tell you what it's called, but I am writing a book on how I fed this little guy. I think it's going to be a bestseller because he shocks me every day. So I love you guys so much. Okay. We got to go. Bye. Okay. Get down. It's okay. It's okay. Bye, you guys. You guys have a great night. Bye. Oh, one more thing. Subscribe, Andrea Cox TV for health and wellness. I know I said this before. And the Detox Intuitive for intuitive guidance. I had put the readings on hold while I created my oracle deck, the Lessons of the Mystical Muse. But honestly, you guys, that is half my business. and I'm not willing to let it go. So I will resume more collective energetic readings in the upcoming week. Okay,